Hello all. Today is Sunday, February 11th, and it's time again for my monthly real estate statistical update, kind of giving you guys an update on what's happening in the real estate market in Gold Canyon. So my name is Tony Vion. I'm the owner-broker with Weichert Realtors Lake Realty, and every month I'm trying to come together to let you know what's happening in the market so you can stay up to date, so you can know the latest of what's going on and stay clear on where the market seems to be going. So I may seem like a broken record, but the last few times I've been talking more and more about inventory, and about the fact that we don't have a lot of inventory across the valley, and specifically right now in Gold Canyon. So as I was looking at the latest numbers that I just received for the Gold Canyon market, it's showing that January actually was a pretty good month. So all the statistics I'm going to be talking about today are actually January. So all of the everything's kind of a month behind in trying to collect data. So in January, the listings were actually up 37% over December. But comparing it to January of 2017, so a year ago, we were down just a little bit. So it's not unusual for January to be that month where you start to see inventory jumping up in the Gold Canyon area. So we saw that. Everybody wants to have their house ready and on the market by the 1st of December, or by the 1st of January, sorry about that. So we saw properties coming on the market. The thing is that there were 64 new properties came in the market in January. Last year there were 88 in January of 2017. So we're down in new inventory. When we look at inventory as a longer number, we can see that the active listings, so on a 5-year average, Gold Canyon should have an average of 318 listings. Right now we have 229, so we are about 100 listings short of where we should be. So I think that's driving a lot of other things. So we can see that that new contracts in January were up. I take that back. No. Okay, we were up. Sorry. So we were up in January compared to December, which isn't unusual. So December isn't always a great month. So we were up by about 27% in the number of sales in January versus December. But where we were down was over January of 2017. We're down almost 26% of what happened last year. But again, we have less inventory this year than we had last year. So it's going to stand to reason we're probably going to have less sales this year than we had last year. So sorry for the confusion there. But in January, the number of closed sales stayed about the same as what they have been. So they were down just a little bit from December, and they were up just a little bit from a year ago. But that stayed fairly stable. But so, like I said, it's still kind of a numbers game when it comes to the active listings on the market, the new listings coming on. So we'll see as we progress through. But again, people are just not going to have as many homes to look at this year as they've had in previous years by quite a few. So that's good for sellers, and it's gonna, for you folks looking to jump into the market, you're going to need to get in there, and if you find the right house, jump on it, is what I would recommend to you. Let's talk about average sold prices. So right now, the average sales price in January of 2017 was about $322,000. In January of 2018, it was $316,000. So it's about the same. I mean, it's a little bit down, but not enough to really be able to tell what's going on. Same thing with the median sales price. The median sales price, so half of the sales were over, half of the sales were under. That stayed about the same. For 2018, it was $256,000 for the median. So we're seeing a pretty good spread on that. And we're down as far as total dollar volume. We're down about $1 million in sales this 2018 versus the same time 2017. So we're seeing a difference, a definite difference in the market. For those homes that did sell, 17, so there was 39 homes that sold in January in Gold Canyon. Of the 39, 17 sold for cash, 18 were conventional financing, and 4 were VA. That was about it. So conventional and cash, they seem to be month to month running kind of right in there. So that's kind of what's going on. We'll see how the market goes January, and December, January, people are coming into the market. They're loving our weather that we're having right now. They're out playing golf, doing some great things, and start to really get serious about home buying as the as the months progress, I should say. So we'll see what happens as that goes along. But I hope this is finding some value for you. If it is, please feel free to share it. Please feel free to give me some comments. If you'd like a copy of the statistics I use, glad to give that to you. Just personal message me or leave a comment below, and I will see that you get those. So yeah, just the interest rates went up a little bit. There's some rocky things in the stock market, so that's kind of making interest rates rock a little bit. They're projecting actually that interest rates hopefully will stay under 4% for the rest of the year, but we'll kind of see where that goes. Could end up somewhere around 5%. So anyway, hope you find value in this. Feel free to share it. Feel free to comment, and I will be back again next month.